know, this is going to be Fast and Furious Nutrition, 8 weeks instead of 16. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Diane Brenstrom, and I will be your instructor for the summer. I'd like to make sure you get started with the right book. First of all, the book is Nutrition and You. It's by Joan Blake, and it's Pearson Publishing Company. It is a second edition. Some of them will say My Plate edition on that. That's fine. They're basically the same, that they've switched the My Pyramid old verbiage to My Plate. So that's what that is. After you get your text, hopefully you have it already, I just want to let you know a couple of things that you can do for me during the semester. Always communicate with me through email. Now you can email either through WebStudy or instructoremail@gmail.com. And you'll see all that in your expanded syllabus. And I would suggest that you go to that expanded syllabus, and it's the link right above the timeline. Click on that, download it, print it, and then you'll have it out all the time. It has all of this information in there. Either one of those emails is fine. If it's an absolute emergency, please feel free to call me anytime. 480-861-0278. I know you're going to get the basics of nutrition in this class, and it can tend to be life-changing and really change our habits for the better for both us and our families or anybody that we're involved with as far as nutrition. After you read the syllabus, there is a quiz, which is 5 questions. You can take it as many times as you need, but you need to pass that before you go, or get them all right before you go on. No problem. At every chapter, you will also have an exam of 5 questions. Every 4 chapters, you'll have a unit exam over those 4 chapters. I'd encourage you to make sure you finish your chapter exams before you go on to the unit exam. There'll be 4 additional assignments during the semester, and you'll get instructions on those as they come about, and also a 3-day diet project. I want to let you know the most important tabs on that front web study page. The most important tabs are the first one, which is the time, well, it's actually the second one. The one that's timeline, that will give you all the things you need for each chapter. The next most important is the news tab, and the news tab will be where I can give everybody a group bit of instruction if we need to make any changes or something that's coming up that week that I want to emphasize. It'll all be in the news tab. The student tab, you can communicate with your fellow students, and when you get in the forums, you'll do that also, because you'll have the forum or discussions almost every chapter. They will be graded except for the first one where you introduce yourself, so I can learn a little bit about you. My recommendations on being successful in the class: each chapter, I would suggest that the first thing you do is read the chapter, view the PowerPoint on the chapter, and then go to any enrichment materials that might be available on the timeline, or if you go to the links tab, which is also on the right side, if you go to the links tab, there's news videos, animations, and extra tips for each chapter. Do any of the assignments if they're assigned for that week, take your exam, and that's it. We'll go on to the next chapter. I want you to know that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed or it's an emergency, please feel free to call me. So I prefer email, but if it is in dire straits, please feel free to call me. I guess that's it for now, but I'm really looking forward to the summer session because we always have a lot of fun and we all learn a lot. So now that you know what I look like, I'm hoping that if I run into you in town, you will introduce yourself and let me know who you are, and then I can put a face to a name too. And I just hope to meet you outside of WebStudy. Have a great week. Hasta.